in the time of the Buddha, while he was staying at the Jetavana temple. Many people took the opportunity to make great merit. A wealthy man invited the Buddha and 500 of his monks to come to his house for 7 days. There, he provided food, requisites, and other items for the monks. The lay supporter did not just order his servants around, but joyfully made the offerings himself. At the end of the 7 days, the Buddha spoke words of Anumodana, rejoicing with the rich man's merit-making. He said, "Lay disciple, you are doing the right thing by giving this dana, or charity. Your happiness and satisfaction are due to you understanding that this merit will continue to yield desirable results for you in the present and in the future. Even in the past, wise beings sacrificed their lives when they did not have anything to use for giving dana. Such was their dedication to giving dana." And upon the lay disciple's request, the Buddha told this story of the past. A long time ago, when Brahmadatta was reigning in Benares, the Bodhisattva was born as a young rabbit and lived in the woods. There, he was good friends with a monkey, a jackal, and an otter. The 4 animals would spend the day gathering and eating food in their own ways. During the evening, they would gather together and listen to the wise rabbit teach the Dhamma to his 3 companions. "My friends, dana is very important. Giving dana is important for both the giver and the receiver. By giving dana, we create good gamma between us and others. Also, by giving dana, we create the cause for our future wealth and good fortune. In order to give proper dana, we must have the intention to give. We must give items gained properly and not sinfully. We must do the giving ourselves, and we must rejoice in our giving. Secondly, we must choose whom to give to. Giving to those who are on the path to enlightenment will yield the highest results. Giving to those who are striving to better themselves, or who have renounced the world, will yield great results. Giving to those who are in need will also yield good results. My friends, in order to procure good rebirths and avoid hellish rebirths, we must follow the 5 precepts. We must not kill, even to survive. We must not steal, even to survive. We must not commit sexual misconduct. We must not use our words to harm. We must refrain from intoxication. Thus, by avoiding these sinful acts, we can guarantee heavenly and desirable rebirths. My friends, there are holy days that we should observe. On such a holy day, we should spend the day fasting, giving alms, and contemplating our lives. By observing the holy days, we train ourselves to dedicate parts of our lives to morality and spiritual betterment. These are all things the wise know to do. One evening, during their talk, the rabbit looked at the moon and knew that a holy day was coming, and said, "My friends, tomorrow is a fast day. We should all swear to take the moral precepts and observe the holy day. Since we know that almsgiving brings great reward, let us find things to feed anyone who is in need. Let us give them the food off our own tables." All the friends were eager and expressed their agreement. The otter watched as a fisherman caught some fish and went to bury them in the ground. After some time, the otter said, "Does anyone own these fish? Does anyone claim ownership of these fish?" When he heard no response, he took the unclaimed fish and decided to use them as his dana, or charity offering. The monkey went off to look for food. He saw mangoes at the top of a large tree in the forest. The monkey decided to gather the mangoes and use them as his dana offering. The jackal also went out to look for food. He found some food on a stick. He looked around for its owner, and after not finding anyone, he yelled, "Does anyone own or claim this food?" When he heard no answer, he claimed the food and decided to use it in his dana offering. The rabbit also went out to look for food. Looking at the grass, the rabbit thought, "I can't offer grass to people who need food. I have no oil, rice, or curry. If someone needs food, I have no choice but to offer my life." At that moment, Saka, the guardian of the world, felt his seat become very hot. This usually happens when a great being is in distress or is about to make a momentous and remarkable action. Saka set his sights on the human world and searched for the source. There, he saw the dedication of the great rabbit. Saka then decided to transform into a Brahmin and test the four noble beings. Saka then appeared in front of the otter. "Dearest otter, I am very hungry. Do you happen to have anything I could eat? I've been looking for someone to give dana to, and you happen to show up. I will give my food to you." The Brahmin then went to the jackal. "Dearest jackal, I am very hungry. Do you happen to have any food?" "How fortunate for me! I was looking for someone to give charity to. I will give you my food." The Brahmin then went to the monkey. Dearest monkey, I am very hungry. Do you have anything I could eat? I have some food I would happily offer to you. The Brahmin then appeared before the rabbit. My dearest rabbit, I'm very hungry. Would you happen to have some food I could eat? It is very good indeed that you've come to me today. Today I will give you something that I have never given anyone before. Go and light a fire. Once the fire is hot, I will sacrifice myself by jumping into the flame, and you can eat my flesh for food. Once the fire was ready, the rabbit prepared himself mentally. The rabbit then shook himself to make sure any insects that might have been in his fur had a chance to escape. Then, without hesitation, the rabbit jumped into the fire. However, the flames did not touch him. What is the meaning of this? This fire feels cool to me. None of my hairs are on fire. Wise and great being, I am no Brahmin. I am Saka, and I've come to test your virtue. It does not matter to me whether you are Saka or any inhabitant of this world. If anyone were to ask me to give alms, I would not refuse them. And with this, the Porisat gave out a cry of exultation, akin to a lion roaring. Great being, your virtue is incomparable. I Anumodana, rejoice with your dedication and steadfastness in giving alms and charity. Saka then picked the rabbit up out of the fire and placed him on soft grass. Saka then returned to his own place in heaven. The rabbit then shared his story with his friends, and they all rejoiced with each other. They continued to observe the holy days and live morally until the end of their days. And thus, the Buddha ended the lesson. After listening and internalizing the Buddha's lessons, the wealthy man became a Sotapanna. The Buddha then identified the births. At that time, the otter was Ananda. The jackal was Mokkallana. The monkey was Sariputta. And the wise rabbit was none other than I. What did you learn from this story? Let us know in the comments. We hope you enjoyed the video. Click like if you did, and click subscribe if you want to see our uploads. And consider making a donation to support our Buddhist animation project.